How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go through some of the stuff that I've done over the past couple months of 2026 to help bring a little bit more character into the gym. So stick around and I'll show you kind of what I've been up to. One of the things that I've always wanted to try and do was to fill up a lot of the empty walls that we have here in the gym, either with motivational quotes or posters or whatever. But then I had one idea of starting to put different characters in the gym and to paint them, trace them, do all of that kind of stuff. And so far, I've added a multitude of different characters. So let's take a look. So the first one that I did is going to be Batman and Superman and put them on the wall. So these are three separate images: Batman, that symbol, and Superman. Those are three separate images that I went and put them all together. So then I could come up with this. The pain was trying to get this little point right there. And it is so off, like off by the littlest bit. But if you step back, I mean, you really can't tell. And then you can see the little addition that I had here, which is the little bat symbol. This used to be like a little pad that if you ever dropped a TRX strap or anything onto, it would hit that instead of the wall and scratch up the wall. But then as you can see, there's a lot of residue that was left. So I figured just paint it, turn it into a somewhat of a bat symbol, and then work from there. And then obviously we just finished this. So on the other side of this door is going to be our recovery room. So if I open up this door, it'll lead into our recovery room. So that just kind of lets members know what that is. The next one that I did ended up being Deadpool and Ladypool. Now, obviously, Deadpool is done. He's fully outlined, traced, painted, and cleaned up. She is almost done. So as you can kind of see in the video, I do need to do another coat to her hair. And then her right side, I guess my right side, all in here, I need to take a paint marker and clean up those lines, kind of like I did on that side. I just need to do the same over there. But I was waiting until all the paint dried. So threw this into what is our stretching room, obviously. And then I added a couple of more things out into the main gym. And one of the final things I added, obviously, was some Star Wars out here. There used to be two flags here, took those down, and then added a little Star Wars silhouette, which was a really cool addition. And then out on the gym floor, since we are in Indianapolis, I did make the Legacy Barbell Club Indianapolis skyline. Added some of the teens up there. I did try to add in the little lines for the Pacer logo, but that did not go over well, so I painted all that white again. But threw a lot of the important buildings of Indianapolis in there, and then threw that on this main wall. So if you step back, it does take up a large portion. It does look rather big. So this was a 3-day venture, 3-day process. It was really, really fun and took a lot of energy to do. Some of the other ideas that I've had thrown around are Spider-Man and Miles Morales hanging upside down from our targets that are in the gym. I've also had Yoda and a multitude of other like Scarlet Witch or Black Widow in the gym. And so trying to go through all that, see which ones I want to do next, but then also would like to do some more Indianapolis type stuff. So can we find someone like a Pacers player or a Colts player or something like that to then also add into here? So a lot of things to think about, but as of right now, that's kind of what we've got going on. And hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite one was down below and stay tuned for our next video.